Once again, we're at Gold Coast Orthopedic Spine and Hand Surgery with Dr. Robert Fink, and we're talking about something that hits close to home with me. My sister is a chef, and over the years she's used her hands a lot, obviously as a chef, dicing, cutting, serving, stirring, a lot of work with her hands, and she started getting carpal tunnel syndrome. Sometimes it was so bad, doctor, she couldn't sleep. She was in constant pain. She was tired. It was starting to affect her health in other ways. You wouldn't think that something as small as a problem in your hand would have so much effect on you, but it was very debilitating for her. Can you explain your technique that you use here at your clinic for fixing this problem?
Carpal tunnel involves the median nerve. It goes down the middle of the forearm into the hand and the wrist. It's being squeezed in the carpal tunnel area. Nerve pain is very, very painful, so it is a tunnel where nerve is going through. It causes pain, it causes decreased feeling to the thumb, index, long.
Could you hold your hand up? You know the pad right here? Point to your thumb pad. Hers started atrophying. Why is that?
Sure started atrophying because the nerve goes through here, it goes to innervation to these thumb muscles called the Fenner muscles. So because the nerve was squeezed in the carpal tunnel, the nerve couldn't innervate the muscles as good, and they absolutely do it atrophy.
Right, and that's what causes the pain. So the carpal tunnel, is that like a joint, or is it a tunnel for a nerve or something?
It's a tunnel for a nerve.
So basically, the overuse of her hand caused inflammation in that tunnel?
The overuse of her hand narrowed the tunnel. It's put pressure on the nerve, causing her severe pain from the nerve, and caused decreased muscle mass or atrophy in those muscles innervated by the nerve.
Okay, so once that happens, you have a minimally invasive technique to fix this?
Yes, we do have a minimally invasive technique. Rather than the old incision, the old technique where you made a big incision, we make a very small incision, and we're able to release the roof of the tunnel, allowing the nerve to breathe and recover, and the feeling slowly will come back to the fingers. And pain relief, once again, is an outpatient procedure, minimally invasive.
So the old way, once again, was a hospital stay?
The old way was a hospital stay and a large cut, and now we make a smaller cut and it's outpatient surgery.
So great. And what's the recovery time on that usually?
Recovery time is anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks, depending on what type of work. Your sister was a cook. She'd be allowed to go back to being a cook within 2 weeks, just using her operated hand as a helper hand, and using her other hand as her dominant.
All right, in the old technique, it was a much longer recovery time. I would take it just from the scar.
Correct.
The size of the scar.
Correct.
Okay, great. And once again, we're at Gold Coast Orthopedic Spine and Hand Surgery with Dr. Robert Fink, talking about minimally invasive techniques, something you might have to get done soon. You should look into it because it's a much better way of doing things, I would say, wouldn't you?